Well, I'm gonna give you one more garden update. I got lots of tomatoes. I'm going to plant onions there tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I'm not going to. Plenty of cucumbers. Peppers galore. Let me show you them zinnia. Everything was a late bloom here. And I finally figured out what it is that I've done, that everything come off late. You're not going to believe it. But you look at that zinnia. I just think they're a beautiful flower myself. Look at this one. Every once in a while you'll find a rare one in here. Big old rabbit just took off. There, let me show you them flowers one more time there. I'm gonna get in here and pick some of them peppers, and I'm gonna let you know why the garden was a late bloomer. Okay, it's gonna be a garden video plus a leathercraft video, but first let's talk about the garden. It's too hot and humid here in the Buckeye State for me to be out fooling around in the garden, but sitting in this room, this is a comfort zone for me here. With the emphysema and the COPD, you gotta kind of be careful going out there in the heat and the humidity. But anyway, I made a video and said that the garden was a late bloomer, and it was. Absolutely was a late bloomer. Let me explain. My whole entire garden career, which spans probably 30 years, longer, ever since I was a kid really, but I always planted a garden the last 2 weeks of April, or most of the time, the last 2 weeks of May. I had run into some old timers, and they were telling me that they didn't raise a garden. They did not plant a garden until they planted theirs in July, because they wanted to make sure they beat the frost. So I planted this garden about the last 2 weeks or the last week of June, which throwed me off by about 4 or 5 weeks. I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I thought that I'd done something wrong. I'd done something wrong, or there was something wrong with the plants. I got plenty tomatoes, plenty peppers, cabbage. You've seen in the last video, the zinnia are taking everything. Cantaloupe, everything is doing good, but I couldn't figure out what I'd done wrong. It puzzled me. I came in here. The Garden Journal goes back years and years. I write it down. Mostly starter plants like the sweet potato slips. When I start them, when I put them into root, the whole entire thing up till I plant them. And I will even make a note in here about the harvest of it. Thankfully, I wrote it all down. Traced it back to the journal where I recorded it, the date that I planted that garden. I guess it's best, you know, when you're getting some age on you to kind of write it down there so you don't forget. But I do have a couple pieces of leathercraft I'd like to show you that I've been working on. This will be the first one right here. I'll get you a close up there. We've been trying to carve that leather a little bit there so you can see. Give you some idea. Turning out, we're about 2/3 done. We still got a ways to go. We got to put the edge on here. There we go. It's the knife. There's the sheath. Kind of been into those mushrooms. You can see there's one right there. go. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. It's the, like I say, we've been stuck in the house, and I wanted to share that with you. And I do have one more piece. If you'll just be patient here, I'll get it and show it to you. I kind of made the tinder pouch, little knife right there. Got the raised carved spider web. And again, if you're doing any leather craft at all and you want to practice tooling a piece of leather, it's one of the easiest that you can do would be the spider web. The feather would be just an easy project to do. Anyway, back to the knife, the tinder pouch. That's pretty cool, don't you think, right there? Get where you can see it there. Right there. All right. Just wanted to clear up about the garden being a late bloomer. I planted it late in the year because the grapevines are on time, the mimosa tree is on time, and the pear trees are on time. It throwed me off. Why is this garden not in bloom like everything else? I planted it later in the year. I always wanted to try to plant, not a fall garden, but and we could talk about the the fall garden. You plant the fall garden in the summer. I don't think you're going to get much if you plant one in the fall, but you know, unless it's like a 20-30 day crop there, maybe a green onion or something. Let me say God bless to you. Again, always God bless America. We'll catch you in the next video.